Good morning, Lutz Prep fans. Today is Sports Focus Friday, September 15th, 2023. I'm Colin.
And I'm Sarah Yu.
And you're watching
the Blazing Bolts Morning Show. Now, before we begin, please stand and pause for a moment of reflection.
Thank you, leaders. Now continue standing for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now all be seated.
Here are your important reminders for the day.
Make sure you are in the correct dress code. This requires your shirt to be tucked in with a belt, your uniform shorts to be unrolled fingertip length, and absolutely no hoodies.
All the classes are doing an amazing job raising money for the Bolts of Blue. We would like to recognize the classes who already met their goal.
Miss Adriani,
Miss Babcock,
Miss Byrne,
Miss Cataldo,
Miss Choate,
Miss Dapsick,
Miss Delgado,
Miss Bassett,
Miss Jamie,
Miss Luganville,
Miss Marazzo,
Miss McDonald,
Miss Morrison,
Miss Nimitz,
Miss Riscala,
Miss Cher,
and Miss Springler. Keep in mind of these upcoming events.
Make sure to notify your parents that there is an early release day on the 20th.
You are right, and while we get out early, all of our teachers will be staying super late for conference night, so be sure to be extra kind to them.
They might need some extra coffee on Thursday.
You know it. Speaking of Thursday, the Bolts of Blue Spirit Day will be, drumroll please, World Celebration Day. You can choose a country to represent and celebrate their culture through shirts and accessories.
I'm doing Australia.
I'm doing Canada.
Well, remember, even if you are doing Uganda, you gotta wear those uniform bottoms.
And now, let's turn it over to Sarah Yu and Veda for our Lutz Prep Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Sarah Yu.
And I'm Veda.
And we're your morning show sports anchors. We're here to bring you the
Lutz Prep Sports Report.
Miss Thames, come in. We hear you had an exciting weekend.
I sure did have an exciting weekend.
What did you do this weekend, Miss Thames?
I ran a marathon this weekend
Where?
in Erie, Pennsylvania, just south of Niagara Falls.
Really?
Really?
How far did you run?
I ran 26.2 miles.
And what place did you get?
I got 7th place in my age group.
Wow, that's really
That's
good.
amazing.
Thank you. Can I go now?
Our teams are off to an amazing and busy start.
That's right. The boys soccer team kicked off their season with a huge victory against Henderson.
The score was Lutz Prep 7, Henderson 1. Goals were scored by Connor Thames, Luke Goldsmith, and Ayush Patel.
On Tuesday, the soccer team took on TCMS in a big battle here on campus. Although the soccer team lost that one, Kyle Shaberg saved over 20 shots, which was an amazing accomplishment.
Yesterday, the soccer team took on Classical Prep, and we will report on that score later.
Next up, let's talk volleyball. We have 2 girls volleyball teams in season right now.
The JV girls volleyball team is led by Dr. Rorio. They lost their first match, but we know we will get them next time.
Varsity volleyball is coached by a new elementary teacher, Miss Cowell, with assistance from our wonderful sub, Miss Etches.
Those girls won their first volleyball game against Learning Gate, but unfortunately they lost the second against TCMS.
We got ourselves some runners. The first cross-country race occurred last week, and our Bolts turned in fabulous times. Evan Payam was the fastest male with a time of 15 minutes and 22 seconds, and Mila Adriani was our fastest female with a time of 14 minutes and 17 seconds.
Wow, that's really fast. I know Miss Thames is envisioning future marathoners.
Remember, if you want to play any winter sports or spring sports, your parents must do all the paperwork on the Athletic Clearance website. Tell them to check the news flash for details.
Finally, Coach Bethune and Rojas are still being proactive with those optional morning basketball workouts for our Lady Bolts, so come on to improve your skills.
Official basketball tryouts are on October 2nd.
That's all for now. We will see you next week for the Lutz Prep Sports Report.
I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be.
Is it my destiny to live and die a life of blood for you?
Okay, that was
Hi, I'm Sarah Yu.
And I'm Veda.
And we're your morning show sports anchor. Here are your important reminders for the day.
Make sure you are in the correct.
Thank you, leaders. Now continue standing for the pledge. Good morning, students and staff. Today is Think About It Thursday, September 14th, 2023. I'm Sarah Yu,
And I'm Colin.
and you're watching the Blazing Bolts.
Oh! And as always,
Go